Today I'd like to show you how to make a dragon book. Today, Captain Alex and I are going on a dive through the looking glass. The water was so magical, I half expected a dragon to swim past me. What you'll need for this project is some polymer clay, some baking paper, and a glass eye. I will add a link of where you can purchase one of these. I have some material for the spine of the book, and a wooden book that's more like a box with a hinge. I'm going to secure the glass eye with some polymer clay, but first of all I need to draw on my design. I start with little pieces of polymer clay and push them into either side to secure it first. I then start by building up the eyelids, one layer at a time. There's no right or wrong way to do this, just have fun as you go and you can change it to whatever looks best. The most important thing is just making sure that the polymer clay will be strong once it's baked. When you put each piece, just make sure that it's firmly connected to the piece next to it. Once I was happy with my design, I put it on a baking tray to pop into the oven. It baked really well and secured the glass eye in there just as I hoped. It's noisy and it's a passage day, and I'm surprisingly not feeling too seasick, so I'm going to keep going a little bit on my latest project. I've got most things stowed away because everything's falling out of cupboards and off shelves. Here it is. So I've chosen some fabric that I'm going to use for the book end, so along this side, just to cover kind of unsightly hinges. And I haven't cleaned it, but check out this eye. I need to like wipe it and make sure that it's perfectly clean, but I'm actually loving it. I was thinking that I would paint something originally, or I don't know, try and make a better eye, but I found this photograph that I have of a jellyfish, and just because of the way the blues kind of interact, and when I stick it under there, again, you can kind of get these really cool different effects depending on where you put the photo. And I could have more black on it, but I kind of really like it. So I'm going to figure out which part I like the best and then glue that on. As you know, I live on a boat, so I don't have many choices when it comes down to it. And I have found that I've got this PVA glue. Bonds fast, dries clear, flexible, non-toxic. And I'm thinking I'll give this one a go. So I think I'll glue the fabric first, and then the photo to the back of the eye, and then I'll glue the polymer clay down before I start painting anything. And when I was baking it, it didn't quite bake flat, unfortunately, so I'm going to need to put some weights all around, and I've got some lead sinkers that I think might do the trick. But I'll put them all the way around so it dries as flat as possible. And then I'll start the painting process. Whoa. Oh, I hate passage days. I can't see land. We've got another 5 hours to go. Yep. And this is why we travel, to find magic places like this. There's a waterfall falling directly onto the beach. Back on board, it was time to do the painting. I started with some acrylic paint, starting with a dark colour, and I just went all over the surface of it, making sure to get in all the nooks and crannies. After this, I chose some lighter colours and some shimmering paint, and I just had fun until I was happy with how it looked. Don't be too worried if you get a little bit of paint on the glass eyes. It's easy to scratch off once it's dry.
find with acrylic paints it's all about layering, so don't be afraid to let it dry in between and then put another colour on, go darker, go lighter, add some shimmer. Once I was happy with the top, it was then time to paint the inside and the sides. I was really stoked with how this turned out, and I hope that one day I'm a little old lady with a little library and grandbabies coming to visit me and they're all like, ooh, ah. Anyway, thanks for coming on the journey, guys. Happy crafting and see you next episode.